Hello ladies and gentlemen, Sidetrack here, bringing you episode 15 in our Let's Play series. So here I am, standing in our kind of new machine room. I put a roof on here between last episode and this episode. Got some fancy steel blocks and some other chisel things. I think it looks alright. Keeps the rain off my head at least. Like watching rain on glass. Okay, that's just random and sidetracked. So between last episode and this episode, remember last episode we made all these thermal expansion machines, and I told you I was going to start trying to upgrade some of them. We upgraded our induction smelter last episode. I have upgraded our pulverizer, and I also upgraded our magma crucible. Now the pulverizer was smart, the induction smelter was smart, the magma crucible, kind of a waste. And I'll tell you why. So the good thing about upgrading your machines is that it gives them augment slots. It also gives them more power storage, which is good if you don't have much of a battery. It happens, running out of power. But not all augments are useful for all machines. So for example, our Cryo Coil Regulator, which I do want to make today, increases your dynamo's fuel efficiency. It says 75%. Apparently, it actually increases it 85%. I haven't tested it, but I'll go with what I read. The other thing that's only for dynamos is the Flux Amplifier. Now, this makes them make more energy, make more power, but use more fuel. It just makes them burn things faster. Then we have things that are only good for machines that have a secondary output. So, like our Cryo servo feedback or any of the other of this same augment. Increases the secondary chance. What's a secondary chance? Well, things that are going to have a recipe that puts two things. Like, for example, right here. If you pulverize iron ore, you have 100% chance to get 2 pulverized iron and a 10% chance to get ferrous metal. Using the this one, the Cryo servo feedback, you increase that chance depending on the level of the augment. And then there are secondary reception coils, overclocked modular gearboxes, and space-time flux unifiers that increase the speed of your machines. Now they increase speed, but at an incredibly hefty energy usage. So 20 times the amount of energy used, 8 times the amount of speed. Not something I really want to use right now when we only have 2 dynamos. So yes, we could make our magma crucible run incredibly fast, but they don't run all that slowly to begin with, so I'm not going to really do much with these 3 augments that I've added. Kind of stupid, but that's what happens. But in our induction smelter and in our pulverizer, they both have secondary chances, so I do want to go ahead and make some Cryo Coil Flux... Nope, not that one. The Cryo servo feedback for both of them. Now, in order to make these, we're going to have to make the other 3 augments. So, let's go ahead and get started. So before I upgrade any of my other machines, I do want to go ahead and upgrade my Cryo Coil Regulators in my dynamos. For that, we're going to need some cryothium dust. Well, I ran all over the place. And by all over the place, I mean I started over here and ran up and up and up and around until finally I found a snow biome. In the snow biome, I was hoping to find a couple things. First off, I needed some snow, and second off, I was hoping to find some blizzes that spawned. Didn't find any blizzes, unfortunately. They spawn at a very low rate. However, I did pick up some snowballs. And the snowballs are useful, kind of for the same reason I wanted the blizz. So cryothium dust, I've actually already made a little bit of this, needs blizz powder. Well, blizz powder comes from one of 2 sources. Either blizz rods that drop from blizzes, or by taking a snowball, throwing it in the fluid transposer with some redstone, and turning it into blizz powder. So what are we going to do? We're going to take our redstone, melt it in the magma crucible. Remember that we have configured this to output on the side into our fluid transposer, which is going to input on the side. We are going to throw 2 snowballs in here, and turn these 2 snowballs into more cryothium dust. Well, wait, nope, sorry. Into 2 more blizz powder, which then, and I hope I still have all this in my inventory. Nope, need some more redstone. Take our redstone, our blizz powder, 2 snowballs, and 2 niter, and turn it into cryothium dust. If you don't happen to have any niter, it's actually pretty easy to get. You just make some sandstone or get some sandstone and pulverize it, 15% chance. Or if you've got some saltpeter from Railcraft, that's a great place for it because it'll just break into saltpeter, which is the ore dictionary with niter. Okay, so we've got plenty of cryothium dust. We need to go about making these cryo coil regulators. All right, let's run over here, and I think I might have another recipe in here. That's okay, we can clear that out, and we'll find it later. Cryo coil regulator. Okay, we're gonna need some transmission coils. Am I missing silver? I think I'm missing silver. Do I have it in here? Do I have it in here? Find my silver. Whoa, didn't mean to do that. Find some silver. Hopefully somebody answers that telephone. Silver goes in. Redstone is already there. Excellent. Okay. Cryo coil regulators. I think we've got some electrum in here. There's some electrum. Let's put this in here. And 1, 2 cryo coil regulators. Excellent. So now we can go slap these in our dynamos and get apparently 85% fuel efficiency, which is great. So remember, when you augment, you have to have the previous levels of augment in the machine. So we can only put, these fuel efficiency mods if we want the cryo coil regulator. We cannot add the secondary speed output if we want the max level of cryo coil. Sorry, not speed. Cryo coil, this one, Flux Amplifier for more energy produced. So these will only ever produce, 80 redstone flux a tick? Yeah, not going to produce any more, but they should do it very, very efficiently. Excellent. So the next thing I want to do is upgrade some of these. Our pulverizer and our induction smelter. Not going to bother, with Magma Crucible, like I said. And I'm really not going to worry about any of the speed upgrades until we have a much better source of fuel. Alright, so I'm going to make 3 of these secondary sieves. Because I have plenty of wool for those, and not a whole lot more. We are also going to make stabilized frames. I think I should have... Oh, actually, before we do that, we do have to do something else. So one of the things that the stabilized frame needs is rock wool. Well, where do you get rock wool? Well, let's go ahead and augment this induction smelter, give us a greater secondary chance. And one of the things that you do is by smelting ferrous metal, or really any of your metals, you have a 25% chance to get slag. Slag can be furnaced into rock wool. So hopefully we should get some slag out of here. There we go. 2 slag. That's enough to get us started. Turn this furnace mode. Making some rock wool. Very cool. Any more? Hey, 2 more. Cool. And making sure we get 2. Cool. We've never made them in an alloy smelter. We wanted to make sure it was going to work. And 1 more. Excellent. So that'll give us plenty of rock wool to get us started with 3 of these next level augments. Alright, so rock wool goes in. We've got glowstone, we've got bronze. We don't have fused quartz, but we have hardened glass. Hopefully that should work. Excellent. And we've got 3 of these. And then the last tier of these augments is our Cryo servo feedback. We are going to need a pneumatic servo. They're pretty easy. Just glass, redstone, and iron. Get 3 of those. Get these, and I think I should have plenty. 2, 3. Very cool. I think I made hardened glass before, but just in case I didn't, all you have to do is take lead, it can be the ingot or pulverized form, and then obsidian dust. Put them in your induction smelter or in your alloy smeltery, and it will make you hardened glass. Awesome. So we can go ahead and augment these machines. We can put this in the pulverizer for a greater secondary chance. We can put this in the pulverizer and our max upgrade in the pulverizer. Same thing is true with our augments. Great. Well, I'm feeling pretty good about this. Now, in theory, we should be able to get a much higher % chance of secondary outputs. So, in case you're not familiar, the pulverizer, most of your secondary outputs, if you're putting ores in, will be some other kind of ore. Like you put, and you can check out the recipes. Just find any of your ores. Well, that's not going to help us. So, like, gold has a chance of silver, and, well, I'm not going to go through all 63 pages. You can look it up. The induction smelter has a greater chance of slag and rich slag, which is pretty great. Okay, so what next? We've got our upgrades going. I want to do a little bit more automation, because one of the things that I found out as I was mining and mining and mining is that even though I spent quite a while mining, we're still using a lot of material, and I want to do more things that require even more material. So there are a couple things that I'm going to go grab. Ooh, wait, before I do that, I do want to, wow, where am I? I spun around in much too much of a circle. The other thing we can do is actually upgrade our Ender IO machines. We can upgrade them with a double layer capacitor. It just requires some general capacitors, pulverized coal, and energetic alloy. We've made all of these before, but in case you forgot, energetic alloy is just that in the alloy smeltery. You can upgrade these machines twice. So you can do your double layered, and you can upgrade your double layered to an octadic capacitor, which requires lots of double layered, some glowstone, vibrant alloy, which is even more stuff. Don't really want to do all of that right now. Kind of a lot of steps, kind of a lot of redstone, but you put this in here, it gives it a greater energy buffer, it apparently makes it more fuel efficient, and it makes it much faster, which is cool. Not going to use these too often, but for now, pretty good deal. Do I have anything that will... No, I really don't have anything that can test this out. Well, let's go over here and see. Pulverize. Wow, I already actually had things in my inventory already. So let's take the sag mill. Throw in a couple of ferrous metals. Oh, that goes much quicker. Much quicker. So we think that's how fast it went without it. And this is how fast, or excuse me, this is how fast without it. And then much quicker with it. Very cool. Let's turn these back into ingots. Cool. Nice and fast. Well, relatively at least. Excellent. So, I'm going to go gather some material. There's some things that I'm going to have to make. And I'll meet you guys back here. Okay, I'm back. So, ran out, grabbed a whole bunch of clay, smelted it down into bricks, and then we're going to make, oh yes, a coke oven. Why won't that click in there? I have sand, I have bricks. Sand, bricks. Come on now. Weird. Well, we'll just do it this way then. Brick, sand, 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 bricks. Bricks. How many of these are we going to need? We're going to need like 20 something of them. I can never remember exactly. Let's see, you need 9 for the bottom, 9 for the top, and then 6, 8 in the middle. So that's 18 plus 8, 24. Okay. 24, hopefully that's correct. So what I want to do, if you hadn't guessed, is I want to do a little bit of mine carting. Specifically, we are going to work with Steve's carts. So I didn't get a chance to work really at all with Steve Cart's last episode. And so this should be pretty cool. Now, what I'm making right now is a coke oven. Oh, of course, I didn't count correctly. Really? Wow. That's kind of pathetic. Did I do something weird here? Okay, it's 3 tall. 9, 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 18 plus 6. No, oh, that's why. 18 plus 8. Why am I saying 18 plus 6? I am an idiot. There we go. I think I just needed 2 more. Watch me get completely wrong. Alright. Okay, so coke oven is pretty simple to make. You just take 20 8 blocks, or whatever it was, no, 26 blocks, put them in a nice, 3x3 with a hole in the middle, and it turns into a coke oven. You can then right-click on it. It's a nice multi-block structure. You put coal in here, and then it turns into coal coke, which is a little bit better fuel source than regular old coal, and it makes creosote. And the creosote is really what we want, because with Railcraft installed, all right, cool, so you know it's working when it's all red in there. It takes quite a while to turn coal into coal coke, so we'll have to come back. But with Railcraft installed, tracks are really not that easy to make anymore. We actually need to make wooden rail beds, which require wooden ties, which require creosote oil. So we're going to have to smelt down fire a bunch of coke to make these tracks. We're also going to need to shape some rails in our rolling machine. So we need to get to that. We might need to make a blast furnace at some point, but not right now. We're not going to worry about steel. I think there might be an easier way to make it, but I'll have to play with it. All right, so the next thing we need to make, if we're going to do Steve's carts, then we want to make a couple things. So Steve's carts is all about modular train carts. Basically, you put all these different pieces in the cart to make what you want. First thing we're going to need is we need a Kart Assembler. Kart Assembler is going to need some simple PCBs, which are just going to require lots of redstone and iron, and yes, we need 2 of them, although we're going to need a whole bunch of them. And I'm going to need to get some more redstone. Well, we'll make 2 for now. Kart Assembler. I think I'm going to need to grab some, not that chest, this chest, some stone, grab some more redstone while I'm at it. Wow, I'm really running low on redstone. I may need to go mining again. What fun. So the whole point behind what I want to do here, do I have everything? Nope, this needs to go up here. There we go. Kart Assembler. So what I want to do is, with this cart and this Kart Assembler, we can assemble a cart with all kinds of interesting things. Now, the cart that I want to make right off the bat is a mining cart. What I want to do is actually make a mining drill. We might make the hardened drill. I had to look into the recipes. And build a cart that will go down, dig a tunnel, mine for stuff, bring it back, and then we're going to have to set up a whole automated system for getting things out of the cart, and it should be pretty cool. So today I'd like to get started on that. So I think to save a bit of time, I'm going to go ahead and make all the parts that we need for, we'll actually make 2 carts. And then I'm going to get them all ready in my inventory, and then we're going to assemble them together, and I'll talk about why I chose what modules and things like that. So back in a minute. Okay, so here's the first cart that we're going to make. You can kind of see what it's going to look like, spinning around. He's kind of cute, looks like he's got little eyes. What I've got is just a standard hull. Gives us a modular capacity of 200 and a complexity cap of 50. What that means is that each modular component cannot be more complex than 50, but as a whole, it can be a modular of 200. What does that mean? Well, so look at the coal engine. Modular cost is 15, so definitely less than 200, also less than 50. Our hardened drill is getting really close. It's a modular cost of 45. I'm going to add, so the hardened drill is going to drill a fairly large hole for us. Our railer is going to put tracks down in front of our minecart, which is pretty important. Minecarts need tracks. Our bridge builder is going to actually build bridges over gaps, which is pretty cool, especially when you're mining. I've got plenty of storage, 2 internal storages, which might be a little wasteful. They have a modular cost each of 25 compared to the 6 of the top chest and 3 of the side chests. But more storage is always good. You can stay down in the tunnels longer. Although I will note that if you look at the total time, the internal storage, it takes about 5 minutes per storage, which is kind of a lot. But that's okay. A height controller, which will allow us to control the height that this mine's at. So we can, put it down on the surface and say, hey, go down till, level 30 and dig for a while. And then liquid sensors. Liquid sensors are very important on a minecart because there are so many things under the ground that will mess up mine tracks. So you think water, think lava, and any other liquids that other mods have added. Liquid sensors allow this cart to sense when those are coming and it won't mine that wall, which is pretty important. So to build this, we need to throw some coal in here. We'll see, get some fuel, get some more coal, and then you just click assemble. And it's going to take us 40 minutes, so I don't think we're going to wait around this whole time. One thing that I am going to do, because we're going to burn through all of this coal in 40 minutes, you can see it goes down pretty quickly. I'm going to build a hopper for the top and let this sit, and then we're going to come back and build the next minecart. Oop, I need to make another hull. So back in a minute. Okay, so we need a train station out the backside of our house. I think I'm going to do something else over here. Like I said before, I think I'm going to make kind of a big square for now. But I think maybe off this side, so it's kind of close to our processing room, we will do our train station. So I have done a little bit of raiding. I can't remember if I said this or not, but I ran around. I actually went down to our original village, and I chopped down, actually you can kind of see the hole here. They no longer have a rail station, so I'm going to use some of their bricks. I may have to go and steal from a couple of the other villages that I found in my travels. I think there's one over here, and I think they had a rail station. I don't remember. But anyway, not entirely sure how I'm going to do this, so I'll cut back in once I have the basics. Alright, here's what we got so far. I have kind of taken the design concept of the railcraft train stations in the villages, and I'm going to do kind of a, stone panel floor and brick on the side. And got an archway in here. I'm going to need to make some kind of a hallway, but this is what it's looking like at the moment. It's been about 20 minutes, so the cart is slowly coming along. It takes me a long time to build things. I'm running out of bricks, sort of, but I do have some more bricks that I've made that I can turn into more if I need to. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing. I think I need to do some windows, and I'll cut back in a minute. Alright, so how's this looking? Well, still got 7 minutes left. Whew, takes a long time. So you can see it's already burned through, actually, quite a lot of coal. But it should be done pretty soon. So one of the things you can kind of see out there, I'll show you in a minute. I'm trying to decide how I want to do some of these things. I really kind of think I'd like to do some stained glass. And I can get some blue dye, because I think blue would look kind of cool with the red of the brick. And I can get that straight from the chopper plant seeds. Those are some of those plants that have, from New Metacraft. And I don't know how many I need, but I'm just going to go ahead and grab 64 because I have tons of them. These are one of those plants that was growing like crazy earlier. And I think I can just surround it in glass. No, of course not. Could have sworn that's what I saw. Let's see. Maybe I need a different... Oh, that's why. I need regular glass, and then I can make... Okay. Let's see. Let's make ourselves some regular glass. Do I have enough here? Just enough. Glass. And can I turn these into panes? I can. Cool. So I'm going to have to go make myself some more glass, but let's see what this looks like. Yeah, run. So I've got a little bit of pathway. This is what my train station is looking like so far. I'm trying to keep a style that's somewhat consistent with the rest of the house, although I'm not sure how that's going to work out. Oh, this is kind of cool looking. Yeah. That'll be pretty cool. I like the blue. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and make some more glass, put in the rest of these windows, and hopefully by then our cart will be done and we can make the next one and move on from there. See you in a bit. Well, I'm not sure it's the most amazing thing in the world. In fact, it's probably one of my, well, I don't know about worst creations, but it's okay. in a weird kind of way. I probably may change this around at some point, but for now it works. I've got, I like the lower half. Lower half is okay. Not so sure about the ceiling. If you've got a suggestion, let me know. Be happy to change it around. I'm a horrible artist. So I think by now our cart should be done. So let's run over here and hope that it is. Excellent. Alright, so modular cart is all done. And then we can go ahead and work on the next one. I'm going to have to organize some of my chests because I have a lot of crap that's coming in. Okay, so standard hull, made one of those. Coal engine. I'm going to put some torch placers on this one. This is going to allow the cart to place torches at set light intervals, depending on what you want. I'm going to need a storage chest. I'm not... Wait, yes, I am going to put a tool. No, that's not a tool. That's just an attachment. I'm not going to put a tool on here. It doesn't really need one. What this is going to do is, with the track remover, it's going to come behind the main building cart and suck up the track and put it someplace new. Or, put it back in, you'll see. It's going to help us recycle the track, and it's also going to light all of our passageways. Because with our mining cart, where'd it go? We just didn't have the space to put the torch placer. And I do want to have it lit so we don't have crazy monsters when we need, to go down in the tunnels. So, very cool. So first thing we're going to need is this... where is it? Cargo Manager. Cargo Manager is pretty simple, although it does require quite a lot of these iron plates. Iron plates are made by taking chest panes, which are just a bunch of wood. And I've made several of these already. Do I need any more PCBs? I think we're good for now. I might change my mind. So we need to make 4 huge iron plates. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need to make 4 large ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we need to make a redstone plate. What do they call it? A large dynamic plate, which requires 4 of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. Were they surrounded by surrounding a redstone, I think? Yeah. Okay. Excellent. Alright. So now we're going to put the dynamic plate there. Put these... I think this is right? No, wait. Oh, there we go. Awesome. So, our Cargo Manager. The Cargo Manager is a great block. It does most of the interacting with our carts. So it can load the cart, it can unload the cart, and it can do all kinds of really great things that we're going to need. The next thing is an external distributor. The external distributor works with our works with our Cargo Manager. I made 2 of these. Why didn't I make 4 of them? I don't know. But there we go. And I will have to show you how this works. It's pretty easy once you take a look at it, but it's got to explain it. And the next thing we're going to need is a module toggler. So modular toggler turns on and off the modules of your cart. Oh, that's why I made 2 of them. Whoops. 1. I need some more iron. Hopefully I have iron. Let's see. Oh, good. Just plenty. Although it looks like I'm running really low on redstone. 1, 2, module toggler. Oh, I need to go get some more redstone. So, advanced PCB. Hate making those things. And then module toggler. We're going to need some blue dye and some orange dye. But I think we have everything else. Orange dye should be really easy because we have tons of these orange flowers. Orange dye and blue dye. I think we should have some lapis left over. Excellent. And that should count as blue dye, so far as I know. Oh, apparently it doesn't. That's just obnoxious. Oh, orange. Wait. Let's try this. Blue. Blue. There we go. Okay. So, module toggler, cargo manager, external distributor. Let's go set some of these things up. Ooh, did I ever start this cart? Oh, I did. Cool. Although we're not going to use that for a little bit. Okay. So we're going to get this thing started and show it off. And then next episode, we're going to come back and really set some of this stuff up. Okay. So, how do we want to do this? Okay, for right now, I pretty much just made a rail track here, and it goes down just a little ways. I wanted to get it far enough away from the building for good reason, and I'll show you in a minute. We're going to end up putting the cargo manager here for now. We're going to grab our cart and drop it. Nope, that's not the right cart. Come here, cart. We want this cart. So our little mining cart. So we open it up, and we've got lots of different things. We've got a coal engine that is out of fuel right now, obviously. The high priority, if you had multiple engines, you could make one a higher priority, going to run before the other ones run. Right now, we want to disable it, so it will not go anywhere. So we can put coal in here, and it's not going to do anything. We want to disable the drill so that it does not, blow apart our house. Our railer, going to add some track. I have to add some more track to that. Our bridge builder can take several different types of materials. I think it can take bricks. It can take regular old smooth stone. I think it can take a couple more, but I can't quite remember off the top of my head. Scroll down a little bit. And then our height controller. We want our cart to go all the way down. I think you can hold down Shift to do 10 at a time. And we want to get down to, let's try 11. Hopefully we won't run into any major lava lakes at 11. Okay, so we need to turn this guy around. And actually, I'm going to send him downstairs. Down you go, little guy. Come on. He's going to get down here. He's going to stop. Nope, stay going the other way. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and enable the drill. And then turn on... No, go the other way. There we go. Turn on our mining drill. So he's going to mine this area out, and he's going to work his way downward. And you're going to get to see how truly awesome this is. So, I'll come back in just a second once he's mined a little bit. Alright, so check out this mining tunnel. Pretty cool. It's only been a couple minutes, and he's already made it all the way down here. You can see he mines quite quickly. He has used a little bit of coal. Well, actually, he's dug up more coal. He just adds it directly to his coal engine. I added some more tracks to the railer. Now, these are tracks that I have discovered down in mine shafts over that away. So we're going to let this guy dig all the way down. And once he gets down to the desired level, I'll cut back in, and we're going to do a couple things and then wrap up this episode. Alright, so we've reached the bottom. He cut straight down. If you look under my minimap, you'll see that I am at Y level 11, which is exactly where we told him to go. So he levels out rather nicely, which is pretty cool. So one thing that we want to do is we're going to use this module toggler right down here at the bottom. We want to make sure, you'll see that we're going to put it right here. And actually, let's move it back just a bit just to ensure. I'm going to put it here. And we're going to say, on the yellow side, going yellow, we want it to activate the drill. So our orange direction, I guess not yellow. Orange direction, we're going to activate. And then the blue direction, we're going to deactivate. So when it comes up here, it's going to turn off the drill, so it will not try and mine our house. We don't have a shield, invisibility, chunk loading, cage, so we don't have to worry about any of those. So we're going to let this guy kind of go ahead and mine. And I'm going to go ahead and cut this episode right here. We are going to, next episode, which I'm going to probably make right now, we are going to have to set up kind of the whole automatic portion of this, because right now he's, mined by himself, but this part needs to be handled. And so we're going to do that next episode. So stay tuned. Till then, this is Sidetrack signing off. Have a great day, folks.